Breaking, 3 massacred in FL by Madman, more deaths coming, cops issue urgent warning. How do you find a killer who is untraceable, undetectable, without knowing the motive? 3 people have been murdered by a madman and police are baffled. Via Daily Mail. A neighborhood in Tampa, Florida has been terrorized by a string of seemingly random shootings that have left 3 dead in little more than a week. The shooter struck the Seminole Heights neighborhood once again on Thursday night, when police patrols saturating the area heard the gunshots but were unable to catch the murderer. Instead, they found dead Anthony Niboa, 20, a man with autism who had gotten off the bus at the wrong stop on his way home from work and was walking to a different bus stop. "Enough is enough," Tampa Police Chief Brian Duggan said in a frustrated plea to the killer at a televised press conference on Thursday. "I don't know what your motive is. I don't know what your problem is. There's been enough carnage. You have severely affected some families." Although cops won't say outright they suspect a serial killer, they believe the 3 murders are linked. A video of a potential person of interest in the first shooting is among the few clues for investigators, who have called in FBI profilers to assist. The first victim, 22-year-old Benjamin Edward Mitchell, was shot on October 9 near a bus stop a block away from the most recent shooting, and died from his injuries at a hospital. Cops said he had no criminal record. Days later, Monica Cardad-Hoffa, 32, was found dead on October 13, although police believe she was killed 2 days earlier. Her body was found in a vacant lot by a city worker. The 3 shootings took place within a few thousand feet of each other in the residential neighborhood. All 3 victims were bus riders and all 3 were shot at or near bus stops. Mitchell and Niboa both attended Middleton High School. Authorities have said repeatedly that the 3 victims were not criminals and that there is no personal connection between them. Cops blanketed the area after the initial slayings, but it was not enough to prevent the sidewalk murder of the 3rd victim, Niboa. "You can imagine the frustration of these officers to hear gunshots and not be able to find this person," Duggan said at the conference. "He was in the prime of his life and was taken instantly." Duggan pleaded with the public for information about the individual in the surveillance video, warning not to assume the suspect's race or gender, which cops could not determine from the footage. "This is, very frustrating," Duggan said. "I go from frustration to anger on these unsolved homicides. And now, we have someone who is terrorizing the neighborhood. It's just difficult to see this happen." The chief also urged the community not to retreat into their homes, and continue to maintain a public presence on the streets, though the department warns against walking alone at night. "Do cookouts, walk your dog," he said. "We are not going to be held hostage by whoever's doing this." Anyone with information about the murders is urged to contact the Tampa Bay Police Department at 813-231-6130. This is why crimes really should never be politicized. That is forcing gun control, gun-free zones etc. We as a society need to find out why people kill in the first place. If you look at the victims, there are no connections between them. Are there any ideas that the community of Tampa has that could help find the murderer? We need to come together as humanity and put politics, race, religion aside and to find out who is murdering these people. When we use labels to find out why, that only seems to make things worse and it will divide us more. Without racial profiling, I personally think the best thing to do is for the community to start organizing town hall meetings with the city's leadership and police and come together to work on ideas how they can catch this crook. This is unacceptable and the people do not need to live in fear in their own home. I can't imagine right now what the people and the police of Tampa are going through at the moment. I really do hope they do catch this murderer before more lives are lost. I will pray for the safety of the community and that they continue to live and love life without any fear. I have faith that the police will be successful. I also will pray for the families who lost loved ones during this ordeal. No one should ever have to go with losing a loved through the acts of murder. I personally believe God does see all and karma will bite this murderer in the butt. It's not a matter of if but a matter of when. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.